Hey there, and welcome to Rockwall, Texas Living, the web's biggest blog on the smallest county in Texas. I'm your host, Evan Matteson.
And I'm your co-host, Richard Matteson.
Well, it was MLS tour today, so we're going to give you an update. Make sure to look below if you're on our blog. We have all the photos of the homes we went and visited.
Right.
And we're going to...
This was the South Tour.
Yeah, South Tour. So again, it's broken up into North and South, and that boundary line is typically 30. However, there are sometimes some properties that are south of that are actually on the North Tour. But anyways,
Interstate Highway 30 if you're not from this area.
Yeah, exactly. So it is the 17th of February.
Yeah.
And we went on tour, and it was good. It was kind of all over the place.
Yeah, there are a lot of big homes, a lot of beautiful homes that have been developed south of I-30 in the Heath area.
Yep.
So we saw some gorgeous homes.
And saw some good starter homes as well.
Yeah.
So we started out at, let's just dive in.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
128 Bowie. It's a little home over in Windmill Ridge.
Yeah.
And it was right on the corner, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And it's a two-story. Downstairs has been, for the most part, completely remodeled. It even had granite in the kitchen. It was really nice floors.
A lot of tile, a lot of wood.
Mm-hmm. And then upstairs and the master bedroom were still kind of just from the original build, but everything was clean and it smelled nice, and had a new fence actually outside as well.
Has a side garage.
Yes, and then we went on to 136 Walnut, and that was
the same subdivision.
Same subdivision, and that's a little smaller. Had 3 bedrooms, so that's a good starter home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is Windmill Ridge is a very active community. There's a lot of homes of varieties of prices, most of them below 200.
Right.
In this neighborhood, and there's some quality stuff there. Really good.
So then we went on to Rainbow Lake, which is just, if you're familiar with the area off of Horizon, just behind, sort of. There's a Presbyterian hospital, and then there's a new park. New City Park, so it's right over in that area. And we went to see 752 Windsong, and also right next door 748 Windsong. Yeah. And the first one, 752, was really nice throughout, granite and 2-story, that sort of thing. Yeah, what I liked about it was there was lots of room, but man, when you looked out back, you had forest. Had a little bit of the lake that's down there. Yeah. Not Lake Rockwall, but another little small Rainbow Lake. And then going right next door on the same side of the street, 748, that actually has a great setting. It has a little bit more of the lake view. There is a little arm of that lake, and when we say lake, it's more like a large pond. Yeah. But it had a pool and all sorts of things, gorgeous, and it just looks out on those. Little bit of wooded trees, but still the... Yeah, and they've taken the cement that's normally in the house, to start with, and they've kind of... Etched it into some brick-like thing, and stained it. It was really a nice, great... Looked like tile, but it's going to be even more durable. Had like little indents for where grout would be. And maybe it was, but it certainly looked to me like it was like a concrete that had been worked on. Pretty nice house. And then... 1068 Frontier Trail down in McLennan Chisholm. And that's really country living. Right? Country living. It has a wraparound porch and little of a bumpy road getting there, but if you want space, that's a good one for you. Yeah, for sure. 5 Brighton Court in Stoneleigh. Great community. Great community. Beautiful house. Was in great shape. What else can you think of? Big rooms, hardwoods. The master was away from the other bedrooms. Split bedrooms. Yeah. Then we went on to Cove Ridge, which is just past Mariah Bay, and we went and saw a house on Mary's Glen in there, and that was really unique. Yeah. Very close to Lake Ray Hubbard. Yeah, it's actually a 3-story house, so with a walkout basement. But this basement, unlike other walkout basements in the area, did not have a funky smell or anything. It was just like the rest of the house. And they actually have also an observatory tower, so technically it's a 4-level house, but realistically, for living purposes, it's a 3, and it has 2 masters.
Right. It seemed to have 2 masters, and it was very spacious. Really.
Everything was very large and open and spacious.
And up on the hill, so you can kind of see the lake.
Yeah, you have great lake views from the main floor, not so much from the walkout basement, but the 3rd floor was also.
Well, that would be logical from the walkout basement. Not too much to see. Dirt, maybe.
Dirt, for sure.
Yeah.
It was well actually landscaped around it as well. Then moving on to 123 Shepherd's Glen, a house that hasn't necessarily been updated. It has and it hasn't. It was interesting. It had some wallpaper and everything, but it was all tasteful. It wasn't outdated like you walk into it and go, oh my goodness, I feel like I went back. It was almost more like period.
But the thing I liked about it was the big windows.
There's picture windows across the whole back of the property that look out into this.
Yeah, you're sitting in the kitchen, you just feel like, wow,
I'm in the forest.
Right there.
Yeah.
It's just really great. Green area or treed area behind.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice. And then moving on to 2512 Cambridge in Wellington Ridge. It was a good house. A lot of stuff going on in that house as far as there was just a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that with some of that removed and a little bit more organized, that would be a real spacious house.
Right.
Had bedrooms upstairs and then master and another bedroom downstairs.
Needed some updates, but mostly it was...
Had really nice picture windows actually also that looked out onto the pool.
Yes.
So that was
wow.
kind of a cool thing. Lots of bright light.
Right.
Then we moved on to Chandler's Landing, 411 Columbia. And that's a 3-level house as well.
Yeah.
And side entrance on that, really great views of the lake.
Yeah.
I think
beautiful porches
on the
out
picture
there.
just below that you'll see what we're talking about.
Grab your coffee and a donut or something more healthy for you, and go out on the porch.
A scone.
Enjoy. A scone. Yeah.
But so that was really nice, and all of the inside, all of the countertops and everything. It was granite in the kitchen, and it was
very nice.
Just real nice.
Yeah.
And then we ended at 4685 Greenbrier in Benton Woods. So coming back towards Rockwall from Chandler's Landing, it's on your right hand side, and it's great with all the trees and that sort of thing.
Well, you walk in and there's a nice dining room table. You can go to the left to the master, but then you walk through this hallway into this huge room. It's got your kitchen with all the upgrades, and then this big fellowship area, and then you look out over some beautiful glass windows that are a great backyard, pool, nice fireplace area. It was a great fellowship house.
It had 2 large living areas. It had the great room off the kitchen, but then also up the stairs it had another, and really solid. When I was walking through it, it felt solid to me. Very,
absolutely.
And it had lots of wood molding, natural wood. They hadn't painted it or anything like that. So
now the thing I noticed about, as you were reading through that, we have several video blogs on these neighborhoods.
Right.
So when you hear the name of Benton Woods or Shepherd's Glen or Chandler's Landing, things like that, you can go and catch our blog that talked about that whole neighborhood.
If you're watching this on our site on rockwalltexasliving.com, you can actually go. There's a search bar right there, and you can just type in the neighborhood that we were talking about. And we're trying to catalog all of them. We haven't gotten to all of them yet, but several of these are in there, and so you can just click on it. And
so if there's one that kind of perked your interest, you might want to go there and see if we've got a blog on it, and give you a little more information on the neighborhood.
Very good. Well, if you're interested in any of these homes or know someone that is, just put them in contact with us, and we'll be happy to set up a showing. And it was a good day on tour.
Right.
I always like South Tour. It's fun.
Yeah. And if you're watching this and you're not in Rockwall, you're in New York or California, but you're still interested, give us a call.
Yeah, we can get you information, whatever you need.
We could fill you up with lots of information.
Till you buy.
And we'd love to talk to you more about what Rockwall offers you coming from the East Coast, West Coast. Lots of opportunity here.
Yeah, Rockwall, Texas Living, got lots of information for you. Don't hesitate to give us a call or whatever if you need to.
Great.
Well, we're learning a little bit more about Rockwall, Texas, and what's going on in real estate and in the town. We'll see you next time.